Hello, Lincoln School. My name is Bill Salonen, and I am thrilled to be with you today. I want to thank Mr. Conan for inviting me to be your reader today. Mr. Conan and I are good friends. We used to teach together and work together at Morningside School, and so I'm just thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled to be at Lincoln School because I used to be a Lincoln Lion. I started second grade here with Mrs. Denboer in 1965, so I'll let you do that math to find out how many years ago that was. But Mrs. Denboer was a fabulous teacher, long legacy here at Lincoln, but I went through second through sixth grade here at Lincoln. I'm thrilled to be with you this morning, and I'm sharing two stories with you this morning. The first one is called The Three Billy Goats Gruff, or Three Strikes You're Out. And so I hope you'll enjoy that. I want you to just invite you to put any comments in today in terms of differences that you see in this story from the ones that maybe you've heard before, or maybe some similarities as well. So this is The Three Billy Goats Gruff. It's written by Ted Dewan, and he also illustrated the book for us as well. Not long ago, there lived three billy goats gruff. A little one, a middle one, and a big one. Three billy goats gruff. That was Mr. Conan's phone. We'll just ignore that. The three billy goat brothers never stopped nibbling. Day and night, they nibbled everything in sight. Then, when everything in sight was gone, they went somewhere else looking for more things to nibble. One day, little Billy Goat Gruff nibbled his way to a place far away from his brothers. And all of a sudden, he stopped nibbling. His eyes popped open wide. Across the gorge lay the most dazzling sight he had ever seen. "Ooh, now that's a treat," squeaked little Billy Goat Gruff. Luckily, he spotted a bridge across and scampered down to get to it as fast as he could. But beneath that bridge lived a grumpy troll who was always monstrously hungry. Little Billy Goat Gruff trotted onto the troll's bridge. His little feet went clip-clop, clippity-clop over the troll's head. The troll stirred in his bed when he heard clippity-clop overhead, and then in a growly voice he said, "Billy Goat footsteps clippity-clop. Sounds like breakfast up on top. I'll gobble him up and down he'll roll with milk and sugar in a cereal bowl." Looks pretty mean, doesn't he? "I'm going to eat you." "Eat me?" said little Billy Goat. "I'm hardly a mouthful for a great big troll like you. But my bigger brother would make a delicious goat sandwich. Let me by and he'll be sure to come along. You wait and see." "Delicious goat sandwich?" said the greedy troll. "Move along, kid. I'll wait for him." And so little Billy Goat trotted on by to nibble in the lush green meadow. Soon the other two Billy Goat brothers began to worry. "Where's little Billy Goat?" asked middle Billy Goat Gruff. "He's wandered off again, has he?" grumbled big Billy Goat. "We'd better find him quick before he gets into trouble. You go left and I'll go right, and we'll meet in the center." Middle Billy Goat Gruff found his little brother nibbling away in the meadow. "Oh, that looks tasty," said middle Billy Goat Gruff. And he spotted the troll's bridge and scrambled down to get to it as fast as he could. Middle Billy Goat trotted onto the wooden boards. Trip, trop, trippity-trop, over the troll's head. Snarling and snorting, the hungry troll boomed. "Billy Goat footsteps, trippity-trop. Sounds like luncheon up on top. I'll gobble him up and down he'll go with pickled eggs and a sausage roll. I'm going to eat you. Who, me? Said Billy Goat Gruff. I'm hardly a snack for a mighty troll like you, but my big brother would burst your belly. Let me by and he'll be sure to come along. You wait and see. A belly-bursting billy goat? Slobbered the greedy troll. You've never seen such a big juicy goat in all your life, piped middle Billy Goat Gruff. Why, he's so big. Go away or I'll eat you too, thundered the troll. And so middle Billy Goat did just that. The troll, who was very hungry by now, climbed down into his kitchen. He filled a huge pot with water and dropped it onto his stove. He grabbed some bits of wood and stuffed them under the pot. And then he set the wood on fire, and the massive pot began to hiss and crackle. The troll smacked his lips and fidgeted as he waited for big Billy Goat Gruff. And he waited and waited and waited, and just as the pot began to boil, stomp, stomp went big Billy Goat's big feet. Stomp, stomp, stompity stomp over the troll's head. The troll burst open his trapdoor, bellowing, Billy Goat footsteps, stompity stomp. Sounds like dinner up on top. I'll gobble him up and down he'll drop to the bottom of my belly with a mighty plop. But stomp, stomp, stompity stomp, stompity stompity whoomp. Big Billy Goat Gruff butted the troll so high in the sky that he never came down again. And so the three Billy Goats Gruff spent the rest of their days nibbling and nibbling and nibbling until they could nibble no more. Game over. It's a fun way to say the end, right? So again, that was The Three Billy Goats Gruff, or Three Strikes You're Out, by Ted Dewan. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. And the second story that I'm bringing you today is called The Gingerbread Cowboy. It's by Janet Squires, and it's illustrated by Holly Berry. So again, I want to invite you, if you see some similarities or some differences in this book or this story compared to the one that you've heard maybe before, feel free to share them. Once upon a time in the wild, wild west, there lived a rancher and his wife. Every morning, just as the sun was coming up, the rancher saddled his horses and fed the cattle while his wife baked biscuits. Biscuits with butter, biscuits with honey, biscuits with jelly. Yes, those breakfast biscuits were plump as pillows, soft as clouds, and tasty as a big Texas barbecue. Then one day, just as the sun was coming up, the rancher's wife decided she was tired of making biscuits. And so she measured and mixed, and she made gingerbread dough. She rolled out that dough flat and cut it out in the shape of a boy, but not just any boy. He had boots on his feet, he had a hat on his head, and he had a big belt buckle made of spun sugar. He was a gingerbread cowboy. She took raisins, candies, and nuts and gave him 2 bright eyes, a laughing mouth, and a cowboy vest with fringe. And she put him in the oven to bake. Oh, I sure am hungry for biscuits, said the rancher. leaning over and sniffing the rodeo stomping goods smell coming out of the oven. He opened the door for a peek, and as quick as a flick of a cow pony's tail, out jumped the gingerbread cowboy. And he ran out the door as fast as his little boots could carry him. "Whoa!" shouted the rancher. "Come back!" cried his wife. But the gingerbread cowboy just laughed and said, giddy up as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." And he jumped over a horned lizard, gobbled up some ants, and raced away as fast as his little boots could carry him. Until he came to a roadrunner. "I was about to have a lizard for breakfast," said the roadrunner, "but I think I'll eat you instead." The gingerbread cowboy just laughed and said, giddy up as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." And he wriggled under the corral fence and raced away as fast as his little boots could carry him. Let's see who the next character is here. Until he came to a band of javelinas munching on cactus pads. "Gingerbread," shouted the javelinas. "Yee-haw!" The gingerbread cowboy just laughed and said, giddy up as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." And he galloped past a big prickly cactus and raced away as fast as his little boots could carry him. Until he came to a herd of long-horned cattle grazing in a field. No more grass for us," they all cried. "We want gingerbread." But the gingerbread cowboy just laughed and said, giddy up as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." And he ducked between their legs and raced away as fast as his little boots could carry him. Until he met some hungry cowboys riding on the range. The cowboys yelled, "Stampede!" They wanted gingerbread too. The gingerbread cowboy just laughed and said, can you say this with me? You probably know it by now. Giddy up as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." And he turned down a canyon and raced away as fast as his little boots could carry him. Until he met a coyote napping in the sun. Now the gingerbread cowboy was feeling mighty pleased with himself. "I've run away from a rancher and his wife, the roadrunner, the javelinas, the longhorned cattle, and the cowboys," he bragged. "And I can run away from you too." What do you think's going to happen? The coyote smiled. "I don't want to catch you," he said, "but I can hear those folks coming fast, and there's a river just ahead. Hop onto my tail, and I'll take you across." "I can't let them catch me now," cried the gingerbread cowboy, and so he hopped on to the coyote's tail. I bet you're making a prediction about what's going to happen next. The coyote splashed into the river and began to swim. "It rained last night and the river is deep. You'd better get on my back," said the coyote. And so the gingerbread cowboy climbed on to the coyote's back. By now, the cowboys, the longhorns, the javelinas, the roadrunner, the rancher and his wife, they had all arrived at the edge of the river. And the rancher's wife took out her lariat and swung a big loop around toward the gingerbread cowboy. "Quick, stand on my nose," said the coyote. So the gingerbread cowboy jumped up onto the coyote's nose. "Ha ha ha!" shouted the gingerbread cowboy as the lasso fell short. "They missed!" "But I won't," said the coyote. and he tossed the gingerbread cowboy into the air like a flapjack on a griddle and swallowed him in one gulp. And that was the end of the gingerbread cowboy. All right, again, that was the Gingerbread Cowboy by Janet Squires, illustrated by Holly Berry. So thanks for letting me share with you today. I had a great time with you, and I just want to wish you a great day, and we'll see you another time. Thank you.